Was it too loud? Too loud, people. That's what I was gonna do too. This was this unfinished project, but I got hot, so I gave up on it. This piece of shit does it, and this one's starting to do it too. But this piece of shit has way more miles on it. Thought I heard rain out there again. What happens is, when you let off on the throttle, psh, you hear a vacuum leak coming somewhere from the climate control. This probably car has the same vacuum switching valve as this car that Impala has. If you can see. Yeah, you can. There's like one of the main ones over here, perhaps. But basically, there's this little diaphragms like this with this little connector. And over time, the connector gets loose. So you get a little vacuum leak when you let off the gas. Psst, psst. Might actually even be coming from this one. I don't know. Could be coming from the tube somewhere. There's a main one that comes from the engine somewhere. You see it up there. There's more little vacuum hoses and wires. And there's one main switching valve, which I believe is on the back of this. So you have to take the dash out to get to it, which you really don't want to do right now. But could be our issue. So these things, I'm telling you, this car's so dirty and nasty in here. I didn't do it. Oh, just check out this mess. You see? That's what I don't get. I vacuumed out this car. When the transmission broke in the other truck, maybe Pops used this thing for a day. And look at the fucking floor in this thing. That's fucking... Excuse my language, but let's get pissed off, you know? Come on, you can't keep anything decent for a freaking second. I can have the same shit for years. And I'll be fine. Okay, see, basically, okay, that just goes like that. See, what happens is the rubber, this gets old and shitty on these things, and it's just a barb fitting. And this piece over here at a frame holds it, and it just pulls right off. Yeah, these probably could split over time. This one looks okay. I'm not sure if this is the main one or not. I don't think it is. But you want to make sure that thing's all the way on. I don't think that's their issue. But you gotta really have to check. Find every single one of those little connectors underneath the dash. And you may have success. This one actually might have access to, if I take out this plus, which I might do. And then they gotta fill up the glove box with crap. You know, it's not even my car. Fuck it. We're gonna go work on old Blackie over here. I just get annoyed when I have to move stuff. Are you that kind of person? I'm that kind of person. I don't like to move stuff. Because this one... See, this car's clean. Look, I drove this one many miles. Look, clean. Because I'm a freaking clean kind of person. Oh, here's one over here. The same main one. Right there. Oh, bam. And then you got these little freakers over here that run up to that. Yeah, I should really run this thing and check it. This is going to require more interior disassembly. Is that broken over there? Is it? Is it? It's broken? Yeah, I think it is. That's supposed to be like that. Yeah. Those are little clips that's supposed to all come out, and then you can get this plastic piece off. I don't think it has a screw. No, it doesn't. The 91 and 93 cars have a screw. Yeah, that shouldn't be like that. This is going to be a bitch to pick out. And if I get this off... Sorry for the shit-tastic video. Oh my god. There we go, there's one. Broken? No, it's not. It's a super flexible plastic that's half a decade. No. Half a decade, more than half a decade. 1 decade, 2 decades old. Oh, come on. It's a boring video. Let me get back. We're not going to bore you with this shit. And we'll see what we find, if anything. This is a pretty cool position we're in, too. Yeah, we're like, oh, freaking... There's one part of my body over there. Hello. Yeah, this is great. Luckily, it's not humid, though. You know, if it was freaking hot, I would just be sitting inside bitching. But luckily this tropical storm is doing the right thing. It sucks. Why is it like that? I don't know. We have to pick it out. Need tools. See, when you get this bastard down, now you can see something. Blower motor. You have to get the used ones on these cars because the new ones are pieces of junk, so don't buy it. We got no water dripping. Sometimes these things, well, I resealed on the other car years ago, the foam goes bad and around this little pan it starts leaking like crazy on your floorboard. But there's the main one right there. It goes to the firewall and goes to the engine. I believe it terminates on the driver's, no, passenger side. In the back, I believe. Passenger side, the back of the intake manifold. And there might be a check valve on it too. And that's your main split. So I'm going to check that over there. And then you see, no, this is the power wires, right? Yeah, it's power. And then you have some vacuum tubes somewhere. I think those are vacuum tubes, these colored ones. But let's go play with this. This is a boring video and the light's terrible because this is not easy. And we're just talking and people get mad. But that's what you're looking for when you release your throttle and you hear psh, psh. Because what used to happen, I won't even do it now. I used to hold vacuum. There we go. Okay, so it still does that with the vents. But it used to also hold the settings on the temperature and everything. Yeah, that green connector was quite loose. It pulled right off. I got it on tighter now. What you couldn't really do is put zip ties around it, because I would imagine after, you know, so many years, it's like probably a silicone rubber. It's going to go bad on you. Where the hell is that other one? This is all blind stuff you can't see, but that other valve I was playing with on the other car, it's underneath here, so we're going to go try that too. And if not, maybe we got a leak up top. Ew. So we're going to have to take this lower dash out, and if we do that, we're modifying our radio at the same time. And we don't have the part yet. I want to put a line in and put the jack somewhere over here, so you won't have to listen to the radio ever again. So now in about 3 months, when we go somewhere with this car, we'll have something to check. Yeah. Oh, where's that main one? Yeah, it's not on the driver's side. No, that's for the EGR, that one. The HVAC, you see there's a check valve on it. Right here. See the check valve? Gotta get a better shot. It comes off over here to the intake manifold. There's, where the freak does the other one go? One goes, oh, one's for the evaporative emissions from the gas tank. And that one is for the HVAC. They do split sometimes, that line, and then you're not going to have anything. Because that main tube just runs through there, and I guess it could break in time because it runs through with the electrical wiring harness. Same with this. I think you see it. You see it go somewhere. Somewhere. This one gets followed in a weird spot as well. Comes in from the front. Goes over here. I don't know. I saw it once, and it's not this tube over here. That's for the map sensor. It goes somewhere. Oh, they see it right here. Yeah, is it? Maybe, unless it's just a fat black wire. That could be a nylon. I'm not touching it. I don't want to get dirty. But I'm pretty sure it passes through the firewall, through the engine harness. So we'll see what that does. It might do absolutely nothing, but we're going to fix it. And this all started because we watched Who Said Tyler's video when he has that old Ford truck. And the climate control is messed up. I'm looking at it, little vacuum tubes, and I go, damn, I was going to do something like that, like, weeks ago. And then I just watched the video a second ago, and I decided to do this. That's how it works. Hop around to get you places sometimes. So that's it. Enough of that video. If you got your old shitty car, and you have that annoying sound when you let off the gas, a vacuum sound, psh, psh, could be it. Maybe not. So does this one have a little play around it too? Yeah, it does. You see it turns. So I guess all this shit could probably go in time, and getting those parts, you know, new, probably obsolete everywhere even. New old stock. Shitty old cars. What are you gonna do? It's a shitty old car.